Welcome to Creator You.
Sam Cart. We are going to be covering how you can make the most out of these social media platforms to bring in sales. I am talking high ticket sales, low ticket sales, if you're into that sort of thing, all sorts of sales. And we love the sales from Sam Cart, where you can start at low ticket and then move your way up. And all of this, how you can do this with organic social media, needing no help or just a tiny bit of help from ads. We have such a powerful strategy for you, and I'm going to walk through the whole thing right now with you. It's going to be so much fun. Let's dig in. Low, no cost marketing methods that lead to big results. So we're going to dive in, and a little bit of a warning. I talk real fast. So get your pen and paper out, get ready to take some notes, and be ready to move into action and see real results. Here we go. This is the social selling circle, how we generate 140K plus again and again without complicated funnels or ads. So I wanted to start with a little brief history of social media, way back to these bulletin boards, AOL, jumping forward to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all of these things, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Then Musical.ly and TikTok came out in 2016. And between then and now, aside from what happened with Clubhouse for like 2 weeks, there hasn't really been a lot of big things happening in the world of social media. And what this says to me is this space here means that something's about to happen. It means that we have the opportunity to take this digital marketing social media thing into our own hands and figure out a way to actually stand out and to innovate. So social media in 22 actually gave us a pretty unique opportunity because everyone was forced to be online. So the learning curve jumped in a major way because so many more people were forced to learn things that maybe only the early adopters had known previously. What ended up happening, though, is that by 2021, social media felt like this. We were frustrated. We were, people were getting kind of cray-cray online, and it was like, okay, I think I've had enough. Now we've kind of balanced out, and what seems to be happening is this. It's like we're trying to shove as much content into these platforms as possible. The platforms are competing against each other. It is kind of honestly a mess because there's no real way to stand out until you look at what I'm about to share with you today. And when I see something like this, a problem like, oh, how do we actually stand out? How do we fit all this content in? There's so many people and not actually that much space. I decide to bust out a spreadsheet. I dive into the numbers to look and see where can we find opportunity. So I went to Wiseall and I found this amazing study that was done in 2022. They asked businesses about their video usage, and look what they found. 86% of businesses in 2022 are using video as a marketing tool. That is almost everyone. And this shows that back in 2016, when we first started coaching on video, only 61% of people were using video in their business. So it was a huge opportunity for those of us that actually jumped in then or even before then, right? By the time we got to 2019, it was pretty much the same as it is now. So I kept looking at the numbers and I found that out of the people who are not using video, 79% of them say that they're going to start using video this year. So really, video is just what you need in order to even play in the social media space. If you're not doing video yet, yikes. This to me, though, really made me question even further. Like, I know that you need to be doing video. It sounds like most people are starting to get used to that. So what else can I find? It's curiouser and curiouser. I dug in and this blew my mind. They asked people, what does success look like when it comes to video? 62% of people said video engagement meant success. 61% said that video views meant success. All the way down here, only 27% of people said that sales meant success. That is cuckoo and a huge opportunity for you because it means that Most people are just throwing their content out into the wind and not actually looking at the bottom line. So if you start paying attention to the actual strategic plan and actually following up and following the systems that I'm going to share with you today, you have a really powerful chance to make more sales. Instead of feeling like you're just throwing your content down the rabbit hole, then throwing you down the rabbit hole, right? Your content takes your time. Why waste your time for video views and engagement? Video views don't matter. I know that may seem shocking, but look at this. Sean Q, amazing sales coach, one of our awesome clients, posted this. He said, okay, I had no one show up to my weekly live stream today. I felt super bummed and like, ugh. But someone watched the replay an hour ago, reached out to a mutual friend, blah, 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 paid me $10K in full out of nowhere. The point is, do the thing even when no one shows up. Thank you, Molly Mahoney, for making it #so easy, right? Because we are building a library of content that you can use strategically. So I have a secret here. And the secret is videos are not the thing. Even though everybody's telling you, got to be on camera. Yeah. But they're not the thing. The videos are a key to unlock conversations are the thing, whether you're doing them one-on-one or at scale. These videos are a key to unlock them. What you do around your video is more important than what you do in your video. I know, shocking, right? It's so true. And as we talked about back in 2016 and even before then, the people who were jumping in to the video trend became the innovators, early adopters, early majority. Those that waited are now falling into this laggard category. You still have time to catch up, but you got to have a different plan. And I don't want you to be a laggard. So when it comes to this strategy, there is still time to jump in this early stage so that you can get ahead of the curve. And it really all starts with what we call the social triangle. And this social triangle is the key to unlocking organic reach across all platforms. Actual magic. Okay. This is what it is. You have to actually show up on the platform. So I'll hear people say, oh, Facebook doesn't do anything for my business. And then I go to their personal profile and I'm like, yeah, because you don't actually log in. People don't even know you're alive, right? And this doesn't only work on Facebook. It works on all platforms. If you're not actually posting anything, how do you expect the platform to give back to you? The next thing is your ideal client, and you have to know where they're actually spending time. Go there and engage. That means actually comment. That means actually send people messages. It means actually have a conversation. And with the system, it doesn't have to take your whole life. Okay. And then the platform itself. Are you giving the platform what it wants? Are you giving the platforms what they are saying they want? Like at the time of recording this video, short form video is still the thing on most of these platforms because they're trying to compete with TikTok. All of these platforms want to keep us on the platform longer so they can give more ads. If you're sending people off of the platform, they don't like that. So they're going to reduce your organic reach. When you have all of these three things in place, and we have so many strategies around this, that's when the social triangle starts to show up. We call this organic retargeting because it's like your posts follow your ideal clients around because you've told the platform where to put your content. And if this looks like something that's just like bright colors and fun and fluffy, I got news for you. Jay Abraham and Rich Sheffran, basically the godfathers of internet marketing, they wrote this book called Getting Everything You Can Out of All That's Hot Online. And it's featuring 7 high-performing ways to drive more profits, positioning, and possibility from digital and social media. Guess what? All these dudes, and then me, Russell Brunson, a few people who may know what they're talking about. And my chapter is chapter number 7 in this book. If you're wondering if you should believe me, you should believe me because it really works. Okay. Now I want to give you a little results disclaimer, which is this. This is not a get rich quick. You must actually have true knowledge and expertise to share. Neither my results nor my clients' results are typical. These are actually people, including myself, who show up and put the work in to actually get results. So if you're ready to put the work in, it's going to make things so easy on the other side, but you have to actually show up in the first place. And these results are entirely up to you. So you get to use these strategies if you actually put them into action. And the first thing that we start with, again, is that social triangle. So keep that in mind as we go through this entire thing. We're going to move from the triangle into a circle. So this is the social selling circle. We're going to fill out all these little guys here. You're going to have the whole system. Who does this work for? Some of these amazing members who I love so much. This photo makes me so happy. Here are some examples. Sarah, music. She has a studio which helps music studio owners. She's also an amazing member of my team now, which I'm so grateful for. She's one of our camera confidence coaches. Sean OU, who we helped score a spot on the new Mickey Mouse Club. Selena Sue, publicity expert. Andrew Byrne, who is he is the top vocal coach in New York, let's be honest, author of The Singing Athlete. Laura Reich, who is an amazing Pinterest expert. This guy, John, who is selling wood slabs using this strategy. Pretty dang awesome. Dr. E, she is a nurse practitioner who also has a full coaching business. We're going to talk about her later. And then you may recognize this guy, little known fellow named Jeff Walker. We were honored to help him for a few years with their organic social. In 2020, we helped them take the entire PLF system and put it into our Facebook group system. And it was awesome. Again, why you can trust me, I've spoken at places like Social Media Week Austin, Social Media Marketing World. I've hosted shows for ManyChat and Be Live. And where'd that one go? Yes, I did start off as a cheesy musical theater head here. This is me in the national tour of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang singing Toot Sweet, Toot Sweet. And I went from that tour to this tour. My husband and I, bass playing John Dominguez, and I took everything that we were doing on the road, packed up our suitcases, and moved out to California to launch these two. This is Charleston, the little chunky cheeked lover boy, and this is Frankie. They are now 8 and 10, and it's been so much fun. I also found myself with a pile of busy balls. So if you've never had busy balls, you have not lived. I had 10 jobs in 10 different locations. It was cray cray. And I knew that there needed to be a way to actually leverage what I was doing because I wasn't seeing my kids. It was just bad. And I realized we're going to be all right because I launched an online program. We launched a program called Camera Confidence, which brought us $50,000 in sales in just 3 months. And then we really started implementing this full social selling circle, which now we've crossed 7 figures multiple years in a row. It has just been super, super awesome. And I'm so thrilled to be able to share this with you. So we're going to get started with phase number 1, in addition to all the good news you've already learned. And phase number 1 of the social selling circle is you. That's right. You. It starts with you. Most people are trying to be something that they're not, and that doesn't work. I'm going to give you a strategy to help you identify who you are because you may not actually know. So we're going to make a list of the 20 things that make you a uniquely awesome human being. We also have a really great exercise to come up with those 20 things because I know it's not always easy for everybody. And we've called this the quesadilla of awesome because everyone has something that makes them uniquely awesome, even if it's just that you make an amazing quesadilla. Now, inside this quesadilla, there's going to be 5 categories. We call this our SAVE framework. You may think SAVE has 1 A, but this actually has 2 A's. It's SAAVE. I can't spell, so I spell my acronyms wrong on purpose so that you get over it. Okay, the first thing is your skill sets, the things that you're naturally gifted at. Your friends all know, oh, that John is really good at that. Okay, the next thing is your appearance. And this is not about what other people think about you. It's about what you think about you. Because when you're recording those videos, like all those other business owners, your gremlins are way fiercer than the gremlins that other people have. So what do you love about your appearance? What activities do you love? Knitting, crocheting, hiking, things that are separate from your business. Write them down. What are the values that are important to you? As you can see, we have Stand for Joy right here because we stand for joy as a fierce form of activism. We also really celebrate kindness as the most important thing in my family and in our business. And I'm really big about including this type of our values in our content so that we attract the people that we really want to work with. From there, this one may surprise you. It is the things you like to eat. So if you've never done this before, your mind will be blown. If you have done this before, do it again. You're going to pull up your personal Facebook profile. This works better on Facebook than anywhere else. It may work on LinkedIn, but really Facebook is the best. And you're going to write these 5 words. So do this now. Like for reals, do this. You're going to write the words Brussels sprouts, yes or no. Okay. I really love Brussels sprouts, not only because they're delicious, but because they are also a very polarizing vegetable. This is going to blow up your social media feed. And this has worked so well for so many people that I now own several dish towels that say, every day I'm Brustlin, because people send them to me in the mail. I promise you, when you have these things in place and you can figure out how to weave them through your content, you're going to create content that is stickier and you're going to feel more like you, meaning you actually maybe enjoy social media because you're not trying to be somebody that you're not. It is awesome. This is also the strategy that we've used for our children's book, Finding My Awesome, which you can get anywhere books are sold. It's a really good one. Okay, the other thing is not only do you want to identify who you are, but you also want to identify where you're going and what would you love, like to the depth of your soul. So if you go to molly.live/mollyvision, you're going to see that in 2020, I wrote out my but most of my quote unquote vision publicly on social media so that other people could see it. So I made it real. And guess what? Many of these things have actually happened because I was brave enough to claim it. So you've got to be brave enough to claim what you would actually love in order for this to really work. Okay, now we're going to move into phase 2. So we started up with you, and now we're going to move into your ideal clients. So this is the awareness playgrounds and your ideal clients' problems. And this is in the awareness phase. Phase number 2 is the awareness phase. Now, there has been some big challenges and changes for businesses recently. The privacy restrictions with iOS drastically changed the way that things work because we can no longer retarget people based on their data, hence the loss of third-party data. As Web3 becomes more popular, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I got you. This is coming faster than you may realize. We need to be in control of our own ecosystem because we're being cut off from the tools that we got used to. Also, like that suitcase I showed you earlier, 2020 left the digital space oversaturated. So most entrepreneurs, I keep forgetting this video is so quiet, is so little, but we're going to play this. Most entrepreneurs are treating the digital space, social media marketing, like this. What this says is point of view. When you put out content without a clear strategy and a sales focused plan, if it feels like you're shouting your content out into the wind, you probably are. So let's get a strategy in place so that you don't turn into Elsa, right? And then you know the feeling after you post the content, it's like refresh, 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 refresh. It's not healthy. But social sales stars, don't worry about that. We get out on the playground and we play with people. We have fun and we release the vanity metrics. So what we want to do is we want to find where is your ideal client and how can you get on the playground with them? I'm going to give you some examples. Get ready to take a screenshot or something. These are all examples, just a few of examples of where you can actually find your people and where you can create little ecosystems for them to raise their hand so that you have the ability to follow up. Okay. I'm not going to go into these details. They are real good. Go play. We take our glam members to Disneyland every year. So this is us dancing in the line for Splash Mountain, which I often make really powerful sales during Splash Mountain. Okay. So then we're going to move into your ideal client. Now, these may be common practices. However, they are not commonly practiced. So if you're skipping this step, smack yourself, give yourself a little tap on the hand and do it. So first, identify the actual human being, not the client avatar, but the real human being, and then discover these things about these people. What are their personal attributes? What are their professional attributes? What are their aspirational goals? What are their struggles and pain points? And wait for this one, it's going to blow your mind. What are their tickle points? What makes them laugh? What do they enjoy? How can you bring more of that into your marketing, your conversations? It will help you to have more conversions. Okay. Now we're going to move into phase 3. So we had the awareness phase, and now we are in the consideration phase. This is where you are starting to present your solutions, and you're going to start to create hand-raising content. Now, most people are salesy weirdos. Full stop. They are not recognizing the fact that this can actually be a relationship. And I know this GIF is kind of creepy, but I thought it was so funny because social sales stars actually build relationships that are leveraged. So you're not like spending all of your time trying to message people or whatever. I'm going to show you how. It starts with the tree of beliefs at this point in the game. The tree of beliefs is where we identify what beliefs do your ideal clients need to have in order to get them to say yes to your offer. And through our content, we're going to pepper pieces of content that cover all of these different beliefs. The first is, why me? About your client. Why me? Why do these things matter to them? Separate from what you're offering, why me? Then why this? Why would this type of solution be a good fit for me? And we have a whole list of beliefs in there. Why you? Why are you the best person to help them? That's where you've got to let your freak flag fly. Celebrate what makes you unique and match it with what they want. And then why now? So why is this so important right now? Why is the social selling circle so important right now? Because it's oversaturated and your content is probably falling flat. Or your content is standing out, but you're not actually making the sales you know you could, and you're overwhelmed and tired, right? That's the why now. Okay. Then you also want to make sure that your solutions follow what we call our money map messaging. So that's when you have a clear promise, clear positioning for every offer. Otherwise, even within your own ecosystem, your own offers can cannibalize your sales if you're not careful. We call this your money map messaging because it leads to more money on your map. Okay. And then we're going to move into hand-raising permission-based marketing. So we're not sending random cold messages. We're getting people to raise their hand first. I'm going to show you some super easy examples. This first example, the amazing Marie Elizabeth, she posted this and said, I'm excited and nervous that Patrick and I are going to start going live here on Facebook to play and teach together for the first time. We'd so love to have your support as we get ready to share in this new way. So please cheer us on below. 179 comments and conversations before the video even happened. Again, video views don't matter. All she did was say they're going to start doing videos. And then people started commenting. She can have conversations. Amazing. So cute. Okay. And then this post from the amazing Ebony, 18 words, these 18 words, 3 days, and 1 high ticket sale. If I did a training on blah, 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 would you be interested? 19 people said yes. Oh my gosh. So awesome. Really easy to start those conversations. Then we're going to move into phase 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which now we are in the sales phase. So the actual conversions, magic, conversation, and sales. So how do you go from connection to conversion? Here is how not to do it. I'm looking for 20 women who want to know how to say no without feeling guilty or selfish. I did not know this person. I have no idea why she messaged me. And I frankly think this is rude. So I just did not respond. This guy just sent me a random flyer. I still don't even know what it is. This guy said, hey, Molly, it looks like you're a marketing agency owner. What type of clients do you work with? To me, that is like red flags that he's going to try and pitch me something and that he doesn't actually care what my problems are. Not sure if you saw my message. I'm a CPA. Taxes are due. If at this point on June 10th, I didn't have my taxes ready, quarterly taxes, I'm in trouble. Then this guy said, hey, Molly, what's up? Then just a little while later, and he sent it at 3:48 in the morning. Hey, did this come through or should I call my internet company? For reals? Ignore. So what should you do instead? I'm going to give you 2 really powerful strategies. The first is play hard to get just a little bit. So we use this really awesome strategy where we create pop-up Facebook groups. And then if people want access to a training, they have to join the pop-up Facebook group. They are self-selecting to join. We do follow-up Q&As that are very like fun from the hot tub or in my pajamas. We started doing these in 2017, I believe. We since have done, I can't even count. So many of these. And they work so well. And then we expire the group so people lose access to the training. So we're playing hard to get just a little bit. We make people work to actually come in to get access to some information and then offer them the opportunity to work with us. Here's the other thing that we do inside conversations. We connect first, then we clarify the problem, then we clarify, I wrote that wrong, clarify the possibility, and then we convert. A lot of those people were trying to move straight into the conversion, which is gross. And I don't blame them because they're just doing their best. So I always kind of love on them, but it's not going to get you results. Here's an example. Jenna Larson, when she first started with us, she was doing low ticket group coaching. Her niche was entrepreneurs. Her problem was that she was burnt out. She had no way to scale her services because she was doing these little tiny pop-up groups for $400. It was totally not scalable. So the solution was high ticket coaching. We added in live videos as her strategy for bringing in sales instead of doing like a Zoom call. She launched her own SaaS tool now, which is software as a service. Now, Jenna Larson is the founder of 2 companies, and she did $750,000 last year. Plus, she's had more time with her family. So cool. And don't believe me if you don't want to. Listen to her.
I've known her since I was 11, and it is just so stinking cool to watch this woman turn into who she is. So like for me to have her as a mentor, as a coach, couldn't be more special, but I cannot scream enough. If you want to monetize your social media, use her strategies like out of control. So joined 2.5 years ago. I had one business. I was, I think around 6 figures, maybe like just had broken 6 figures, maybe a little bit more, completely pivoted, turned into high ticket coaching. And that one has just exploded. And then I accidentally created Group Track. Molly has taken us between my combined, companies at being just above 6 figures. So I think we were around like 8 last year and just growing. So if I can say,
you don't mean 8 figures because that sounded like 8 figures.
Oh no, 800,000.
I really like that, Banana.
I know, but you didn't have to correct it. You could have just made it sound amazing.
By showing up and actually implementing this stuff and not having all the crazy funnily like.
Oh yeah, no, I do none of that, by the way. I don't even have a landing page. Let's just be clear. I talk to humans. In fact, I have a 10K program that Molly helped me create in my coaching space. I do not have a landing page. I refuse to ever have a landing page because I want to prove to the world you don't need fancy things. You just need to speak to humans.
It is amazing. Do the things and things happen. Jenna was able to make those things happen because she showed up and did the work. It is awesome. So awesome. We are now going to move into phase 5 of the social selling circle. So we're moving from awareness, consideration, and sales into actual delivery. Guess what? Awesome delivery is going to lead to more sales. Hint, hint, hint. So most entrepreneurs are trying to shove themselves into someone else's box, which doesn't work. You look like a cat with your butt stuck up in the air. What actually works is when you allow yourself to be yourself and create a program and offer a product that fits in with who you are as a human being. And that's what social sales stars do. And this is what I did when I took our glam members to Disneyland, because that's what I wanted to do. And I figured there's got to be other people who want to do that too. Okay. And then we're going to move into your 3-tiered offer, because this is really how you can set that up for yourself. So in the level 1 of your 3-tiered offer, this can be as simple as a call that you sell, a course, or a physical product. Level 2, coaching program or a mastermind. So it's going to be a little higher priced, and it's going to be leveraged because it's a coaching program or a mastermind. It's not one-to-one. And then level 3 is where you're going to do either private clients or done for you services. So for us, we have a program called the Content Club, which is a super easy thing for people to join. That is here. Our coaching program is like Sales Stars, and even Glam fits into here. And then our private clients here, which starts at 10K a month, that is all the way up in that level 3 level. So for us, we only have very few people who are working with us at that level. It's awesome. And you can build this out for yourself. Here's an example, Stephanie Holvik, who totally put this into action. And when she first came to us, she was doing just in-person events and really didn't have a social media strategy at all. Her niche is estheticians. And so she's selling this skin tag removing machine. And the problem was she was trying to scale her services and her sales. So we added in the magic of live video plus messenger bots to automate the follow-up and the results, because she is amazing. She was able to hit her first 7-figure year, and she's on it for 3 years in a row now. Plus, most of the time she works half days so that she can go golfing, and it is so awesome. She also said this, jump in with both feet now. I did, and I never looked back at my 6 figures. 3 years in now, 7 figures strong since joining Glam. This program lasts a lifetime. She also posted this. Thanks, Molly Mahoney. I now owe the IRS more money thanks to you. I am not a tax person. I think this is hilarious and I love it. Another example. This is Dr. E. She is amazing. Efrat Lamondre. And when she first came to us, she was doing mainly referrals and Facebook ads. Her niche, women and men ages 40 to 60. The problem that she had was low social media engagement and not enough leads or sales. And the solution was that she started to use content based on the tree of beliefs plus direct message follow-up. Also, we should add in here that she started doing more value-based videos, which she was not really doing before. Live videos, TikTok, all kinds of stuff. The result is 10 to 20 high-ticket clients a month. She also raised her prices, which was much needed. It is awesome. Okay. Now look at this. Her TikTok account, which did not even exist, is almost to 70,000 followers. She has great engagement on her Instagram and on Facebook as well. She is just doing such cool things. Plus, she's an Amazon bestseller. It is so awesome. I even hired her along with my husband as my health coach. And now I'm down 25 pounds, which is good too. You make a bigger impact when you have more fun, when you make more money, the bigger impact comes into play. So the moral of this section of the social selling circle is great results equals great referrals. So get out there, bring people results, get great referrals, and then you'll bring in more clients. Now, there will always be problems. Will you always be ready to jump in and find the solutions? Because that is the key to building a sustainable, successful business. Me, Molly Mahoney. Okay. So you have this entire social selling circle, the full operating system, the awareness, consideration, the sales, and the delivery, which leads to referrals and retention, all of that with you at the center of this circle. And now I want to know, are you actually ready to put it into action? Are you willing to be a little brave and step forward and recognize that it's time to decide to put you at the center of your business and stop trying to fit into someone else's guru model? If you are, I just want you to put your hand on your heart and say the word decide. Because I know some of you are probably scared, and I want you to know that I got you, and I'm ready to help you to get a standing ovation with people throwing credit cards at your actual face. Now that we've gone through all of this magic, if you want to see even more ideas, maybe some templates, maybe some guides on how you can actually start to create these organic social media posts that get people to raise their hand, that allow you to bring in more leads, make more sales, I have such a cool gift for you. You can actually get access to our top 100 social media posts. And as we're here with Samcart, this is a really cool thing that I'm going to show you because we're using a Samcart checkout page and we're giving this to you for free. So I'm going to show you how you can get this for free using a Samcart checkout page. It's also a really cool way for you to see our process of moving people from a free or very low cost offer into higher ticket stuff, right? It's really, really cool. So all you have to do in order to access our top 100 high converting social media posts, you'll get access to all of these posts, the actual link to the post, the copy, all of that. And then the top 10 posts, I actually do a little breakdown explaining exactly why I wrote them the way that I did, why they worked so well, and how we can use them again and again and again. Here's all you have to do. just go to my Instagram account, which is The Prepared Performer. That's what it says right there. Go there and DM me the word plan. So send me a direct message on Instagram with just the word plan. There's an automated little messenger bot there who will reply to you, get you information. She may ask you a couple of questions too. You'll love it, I'm sure. And then you'll get the link so that you can get access to these top 100 posts. I also can't wait for our Q&A that we're going to do. So much goodness. I'm so grateful to Samcart. I love it so much. And it's made my life so much easier. We bring in sales while at Disneyland. Just like, we did 313,000 in sales, about 180 in collected last month. Well, that's cool, right? All with Samcart. So super, super grateful. I will talk to you soon. Let me know if you have other questions too, because I'm here for you and the Samcart community. Okay, Molly Mahoney signing off. Thanks so much for joining us, and I'll talk to you soon. You are awesome.